that I like to use, and I'm a huge believer in, is empathy.
Mm-hmm.
And I think in the oil field, that's something that has lacked over the years, at least through my observation in the field and stuff. There's not too many people that have empathy for others. And I think now you're starting to see it. And even, someone like yourself, who I would say is, and I hate to use the word influencer, but you built a reputation around what you're doing. And then that sense of empathy and selflessness, I think, is good. And I think you're creating sort of, a culture within our, subculture of oil and gas.
Yeah.
And so again, I think it's really neat, and I'm so happy to have you kind of spread your message.
It's definitely changed over the years from 2000 to now.
Yeah.
The company man I used to deal with to now, it's like, wow.
Yeah. Do you have any, now again, we're on a podcast, but do you have any sort of interesting stories from the field that were either pivotal moments or ones that just stuck with you, that if you close your eyes, it's like you were there yesterday? Is there anything kind of...
Man, there's so many, but it's just, some of those company men in the early day, I was... Even when I got to Oklahoma, because I was 23, but I was, running my own jobs, and, I was kind of the lead on everything. So when I'd get to a location, these guys would look at me like, wolf. They'd call my boss like, why are you sending this kid out here? So it was, that was some weird stuff. I come from, when I got from Canada to here, I had frosted tips, and, I'm in Oklahoma, and they're looking at me like I'm a lunatic. But what I learned really quickly was, work ethic is a language. So if you didn't, even if you didn't like the guy or whatever, you didn't understand each other. But if you didn't leave them and you're side by side and working, that was a language that I always had, right? And it's carried through for everything I've ever done. And it's easier now to just see good people, even without knowing them. I can just observe and be like, man, that man or woman's, it's pretty solid.
Yeah. And